Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know what that sound means. When the ridiculous music plays, it's time to get ridiculous. Am I right? Am I right? Here, let's see if we can do a dramatic fade out. Ready? Oh, look at that. That means I'm quality professional YouTuber. See that right there? Lowering the volume on time. Now I gotta figure out how to turn my game on. Oh, look at that. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see it? You know what time it is. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night. How the heck is everyone? Bradley Topper, 1729, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're having a great evening. And you know what? I appreciate you being a member. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, you guys, it's good being here with you. It's been a minute or two. Life happens. You get distracted and stuff. WW2605, good evening. Good evening. Good to see you here. UX Squared, Diesel, as always, an absolute pleasure. Diesel, my man. It's been a while since I've seen you, so good to see you around. But here we are, guys. I don't have, well, I do have something that I'm going to try tonight, but I'm here for you all. And we can do whatever. Answer questions. You want to see something? You want me to try something? I'm down for whatever. But before we get started, you guys know what it is we need to do, right? Here it comes. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's what we do on the live streams, right? Well, good, Bradley Topper. I'm glad you're able to catch one. It's to be fair, I've done like 2 in the last 3 months. I was doing them weekly, and then holidays happen and things like that. Last week, man, what happened last week? I had one planned because I always schedule these with my wife ahead of time. I'm like, hey, do you care if I play? And she's like, no, that'll be fine. That'll be great. And then she's like, hey, I have this thing, and you need to come with me. Oh no, it was a hockey game. Hockey game. That's what it was. She's like, hey, I got some last minute free tickets to a hockey game. And I was like, well, all right, I guess we're driving to go do that. So that's what we did. And here we are. Here we are. So, yeah. Gotta have the cold. Remember, save often, hydrate more oftener. Right? Very important. So, tonight, here's what we're doing. Starting a new game. Oh. This is how you can tell it's been a while since I played. Actually, just kidding. Since the last update, I haven't actually turned it on. So I need to turn all these things off. No. There. That's what it is. Save. Oh, and then it just resets my screen. Every time I hit save in the settings. Nope, that wasn't it. How do I thought that made those go away. Is it these ones? Oh. Yeah, maybe I did the wrong one. Huh? Yeah, there we go. All right, I know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional YouTuber, but I play one on YouTube. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I made the claim that you could take the reactor up to 300 plus degrees and then cool it back down to 0. Well, not 0, but 2400 again without using any cooling pumps whatsoever. And a couple people chatted about it, and then someone DM'd me and said, you're a liar. And there's no way you could do that. Cooling is required. So I'm here to prove myself wrong, right? Because that's what we do in science. The science is not about proving yourself right. It's about proving yourself wrong. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll start out. Maybe we'll do something crazy, wacky, fun. I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using my checklist. If you want to follow along, link is in the description. Maybe if someone can confirm, I'll put it in the chat. For those of you watching after the fact, sometimes YouTube lets me do a replay of live chat, and sometimes it doesn't. Today, it is not letting me. So I don't know why. I don't know the difference. I have no clue, but here it is. Okay, starting up. Checklist. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. We're not doing chemicals. Because I didn't think about checking the box, and I just hit go. So here we are, doing a startup, and my checklist I haven't updated. It's actually I updated this recently, patch 206 or 7 I think is when I did this last, so it should be pretty up to date. I think I also added, I'm scrolling to the bottom. I think I also added, yeah, plant restart. Oh, with chemicals. Yeah, a restart. So if you're doing a restart, right, it's a little different. I added that. Don't mind the numbering, like the number 20 that's there 4 times or whatever. So not finished, but at least added it. Okay, here we go. Back to business. Activate all terminals. I think we're good. External power on, as it should be. Generators are off. Yes. Manual. Yes. Pressurize the thermostat. Yep. Let's throw that guy on. And the heaters. Okay. Now we wait. Right. We're gonna wait until it starts up to gets to about 320. I'm gonna put it on low so it doesn't. That's a different color green. That is not as green as it used to be. At least for me. What about over here? Are these all? Yeah, they're all kind of faded. Yeah, they're just not as dark. At about 320, I slow it down. 340, I take it to low. It'll give me the pressure I need without tanking the pressurizer fill level too far, over pressurizing the core and giving me the alarm and all that. Normally, I'd be doing other chemical stuff, draining my core, and what's the other one? Draining the core and dosing my boron, getting that going. Perfect. 162, we like that. That's a good one. Okay, added a little bypass. I don't need to do any of that stuff. I don't need to do any of that because we're not actually making steam or doing anything. Yeah, I just needed to pressurize it. So, not much of a startup list, but let's do. How high do we want to go? We're gonna go 93.2 and just go. It's gonna give me an alarm. It's gonna say you're I guess I shouldn't skip all the steps, right? Because you know we need fuel. That's all right. Let's yeah. My last stream, if you didn't see that one, you should see that one. That one was exciting. That was an exciting startup. It was fun. It was. Let me get back to chat. I'm gonna say explosion. I don't know about well, hopefully not explosion. I don't think so. What if this works? What'll happen is I'm just gonna put it on triple speed because it doesn't even matter.
Danger alarm.
See, there's the alarm. All right, that's what we expected. I'll turn that down just to. It's not too low or loud for you guys.
And its status has changed.
I know, crazy, right? Crazy. Okay, so there it goes, racing upward. I was gonna say it's rising faster than I expected, but I forgot I'm on triple speed. So it should top out just over 300, maybe 310, 315, possibly 320. Once it gets there, we're just gonna take it back down. So if I'm wrong, what'll happen is this won't stop. It'll just keep climbing. Because right now what we're doing is we're pulling control rods, the core is heating up, and you can see, you can verify, there is no circulation going on through the core. That's why it's yelling at me, right? There's no flow, no flow, no flow. If we look here, right, 0 liters per minute. You can see, not doing any tricks. We got nothing going on, right? The little lines are all red, or well, in this case, empty, right? Showing that nothing's going through the core. No tricks up my sleeve. Are we not even getting to 300? Oh, I might have to pull rods a little further. Usually 93.3 on a brand new game gets you right to the 300 mark exactly. Yeah, I guess it will go over a little bit. And so what should happen is if I'm wrong and the primary circuits provide cooling at this low stage in the game, one fuel core, starting up, fresh fuel, starting equipment, just a brand new game, this would just continue taking off and it wouldn't stop. Which is what should happen in the real world, because where's this heat going? Why is it all of a sudden topping out? Where? I mean, the heat would continue building. The water would boil off and all that stuff. Why it works in nuclear areas? Magic. Magic and nothing else. Navy things. Oh, no, that's okay, man. Appreciate you out there doing Navy things. Yeah, grateful for your service. Okay, so I would say we've kind of topped out at 314. I'm actually impressed. What did I guess? 310, 320. Hit the mark between the two of them. Now, if I go 100, and then we go triple speed, it comes right back down. This is demonstrating the only cooling effect, or the thing that controlling the temperature on the reactor, are the control rods. At this low level, when you get more cores and different level cores and things like that, it does change a little bit. But I'm just demonstrating how our primary pumps in nucleares do basically no cooling. Hopefully I just demonstrated that to everybody. Now I'm gonna pull these back out because I want to heat it back up, because I want to, this is no. Let's try this again. 90. Okay, exit. Try it again. 93. Yes. Go 3. Nope, that's not 3. That's 3. Okay, so it should heat back up now, which is what I want. And I wanted to stop again. We'll see where it stops. I don't think it's actually going to make it to 300. It might, but I don't think it will. We'll go triple speed, and what I want to do is then get it up to where it levels out again, and then turn on our primary pump, and we will. Do we care about our steam generator? Not really. It's gonna make steam, so I kind of have to do this part of it. Otherwise, it's just gonna. We don't care about the steam generator boiling off, do we? Nah, because we can just restart a game if we do something later. Oh, I'm guessing I'm gonna be well under 300. Let's slam it open. Let's just go. Let's just do it. See if we can't get that to rise a little bit faster. So what I want to do is I'll get it back up to that 314, 315 mark where it was, just for consistency's sake, sort of. Don't forget to hydrate. And we will see how long it takes to get cooling from the cooling pump. Meaning at what, like, setting? Still going. Yep, still going. Okay. So we'll bring it back to there. We're gonna stop it in time. Oh, we stopped a little early. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. I'm just thinking to myself here, because I don't really want to start the turbines. I guess I could just bypass them. Retention tank I don't really care about. I'm not using a turbine, so I don't actually need the retention tank. And yeah, let's have it going. Yeah, let's do our thing. Okay, so we're at 313.5 on the temperature, right? So now I'm going to open this up. I'm going to turn it on, and let's start at let's go 10. Let's just start it at 10. I don't want too big of a jump. Okay.
The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
Yes, it has. Okay, so far we're down 2/100ths. That may just be natural, but oh, maybe it is cooling off a little bit. Okay. All right, so we still triple speed? Nope. Let's go triple speed. Let's see what happens. So okay, so it's doing the bouncing up and down thing, but the high number, right, that 0.36 or so, 0.39, 0.37, 0.36, right, it's still less than the 0.5. So I would venture to say that we have about, let's just round and say half a degree cooling. Maybe really a quarter of a degree, 0.25 degrees cooling coming from our primary pumps right now. And just the way the calculations work, it kind of oscillates. It jumps to this low number right here, and then it jumps up to the 30s again, the 0.30s. So now let's go to, let's say 15. Oh, is this guy like boiling off now? Oh yeah, look at him go. We're gonna be way behind on this one, but that's all right. And we will do this to like, yeah, there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Then, okay, so where are we at? We're still, yep, still same area. So now we're going to go up to 15, see what that does for us. Have a question. Whenever you need to do maintenance on your D1 cooling tower pump, I just turn it off except the condensation. I cannot find any malicious side effect for just a few alarms. Not necessarily, and I'll show you what you can look at. I did a video, but it was for captains only, of testing that, doing the maintenance during a, like leaving it running, not shutting off. Okay, I'm going triple speed. So we bumped up to 15. I really still don't see a lot of cooling happening, maybe a little bit. Some of that might be natural. I don't mind attributing it to the primary pump speed. Let's just check this real quick. 65, 64, 63. So it's coming down a little bit. Okay, so we'll bump this up maybe like 2. Okay. Just to keep other alarms and explosions and things at bay. So I'd say we're kind of still in the same neighborhood at least. Is it going to bounce back up? Yeah, it did. Okay, so now let's go 20. Okay, so now we're up to 20. Okay, so that we're down a little bit. Still right around, hovering around that 13 mark. So overall, I'd say maybe we've dropped half a degree. We could round up and say maybe another quarter, or excuse me, 3/4 of a degree. Still, pumps are at 20, and we're less than 1 degree difference from where we first started. Going up to 25. Okay, now we're seeing some. Okay, now it's making its way down there. Is it still going to keep going down? I just saw 0.2, 0.1. Okay, so now it's getting down there. Okay, so we started at 313, so now we're down about 2.5 degrees. Yep, now it's doing its oscillating thing again. Okay, maybe 3 degrees. Which is what I normally say when whenever I'm offering help. I usually say, hey, below 30 degrees you get almost no cooling. 30 to 50 you get some. So I'd say that kind of is holding true. Right. So it's coming down pretty good now. Right, I would have to pull some rods to compensate for this. Maybe 0.2. Where are we trending? Oh, well, because this is less than 0.5, that actually may just because we haven't been keeping up pulling our rods. But you know what? I'm willing to give it to the pumps, to credit them with that. Okay, so we're down to 308. Kind of really holding steady, jumping between that 0.41, 0.54, back and forth. Okay, let's take it up to 35 now. Still keeping this point at 5. Yep, still keeping it at 5. Yeah, still that kind of same range-ish. Okay, still there. Let's just go all the way to 50 now. See what happens. Well, how are we doing over here? Are we holding on? We're holding on. We're holding on. Do that. Still right around 308.5. Okay, let's just go straight to 50. See what happens. See, now it's coming down. Right? I mean, I'd need to pull rods a little bit anyway. But I'm trying to keep it maintained. Right, so now it is. Well, even still, we didn't get very far from that 308.5. Okay, let's do above that. Let's go, let's do 75 on the pumps. Okay, we're running 75 on our primary pumps. We started at 313. We've worked our way up. See how far it's falling now? See, so above 50 is really where you get the cooling effect from it. Right? And if we let this just run, I think it will continue to fall. Okay, so that's the point that I'm trying to kind of make here, is that because people give me a hard time when they say, oh, you say that primary pumps don't do any cooling. They do to some degree, but that's why also this is also right here why I never go over 50. Because what's the point? And the heat you get out of it is no more. Notice that this is actually less than what it was before, my steam output. So, when I went over 50, the rate of return, right? I'm having to pull more rods, using my, having to keep that reactivity up, just to get. Well, it doesn't look like too much more steam output out of it. Does that make sense? So that's why I make those claims. And again, I'm not a graphs guy. I don't use web server. I just know this from practical observation. Playing the game a whole bunch, watching how things interact, learning how the systems work together through every patch when they change. And this is how I discover these things. I don't look at the code. I'm not a developer. I don't have access to that stuff. Taking a drink. So this is all through my observation. And other people too, sometimes when they mention things. But all the people who used to test me have kind of moved on to other things. But, yeah, so there you go. I would say kind of, I'm going to conclude the test here. Our steam outlet is still falling. Even though I'm lowering this, which should kind of bring it up a bit. That would put us in thermal balance right now. It should shoot up a little bit. Problem is we're cooling off. So, even if I pull rods a little bit, I don't know, let's maybe go here. See if we can get that to level off. Is this going to come back up? And that should just hold steady. Anyway, okay. Makes sense? Questions on that? Comments? Theories? No? Okay. So, again, the main way of, especially with, again, this is one fuel core, starting equipment, starting game, early days, and to a degree even beyond that, but the mostly in the beginning, the primary way of controlling your core temperature is through your control rods. Boron will do the same. We didn't do it here, but yeah, unless you're going over 50 on your pump, which you can. There's nothing, you absolutely can. If you want to leave the control rods lower, crank this up over 50, and send it all. Nothing says you can't, right? Everybody's gameplay is different. This is just my style. I'm just demonstrating that. The return on the action may not be what you're hoping for. And as you upgrade the pumps, right, and they pump more, and there's different, it changes the calculations a bunch. So there's that. Now, your question about the condenser. So what happens when you turn it off? Yeah, just shut it off. It actually shut off quicker if I go to 0. You're right, you see my temperature do nothing? That doesn't make sense. There it goes. It's gonna get hot. What happens is this temperature will continue to rise. The only thing that this pump does currently in the game with the current iteration we have is control this temperature. This is also the only part of the entire third cooling loop, tertiary cooling loop here, that's modeled in the game. We don't have fill levels. We can't control fill levels. We don't have temperature gauges. We don't have, well, I guess we have kind of a temperature gauge, but this is really the temperature gauge of the hot well inside the condenser. That's all this does, is control this temperature. What'll happen is this goes up, and eventually the hot well, the liquid water inside your condenser is it's waiting to be pumped back to your steam generator, will start to boil. You get steam created, and then you start to lose your pressure in your vacuum and things. So that's what's going on behind the scenes. But you'll notice that it's a kind of a slow climb, depending on your what you have going on. So can you let 30 game minutes go and still be able to kind of recover it? I don't know, sort of depends. But no, there's not necessarily anything damaging going on behind the scenes. That's just what's going on, is that it's just your water in there is getting hot, and it will make your condensation inside the condenser less effective. Devs haven't done much this game. This video means let's talk. Yeah, that's true. I haven't put out a bunch lately. I can let you know since it's a live stream and I give out leaks and things, that it looks like they're pretty close to releasing the full, I don't know what you call it, full, I don't want to say version of multiplayer, but enabling all the features that you might get in the single player game. And it does not appear, no, let me say this, it appears that we will not have to pay extra for multiplayer, which was the first fear with the model. I don't know why that is. I don't have details of that, but it looks like there will be no additional cost for multiplayer. So, YouTube Medical Officer, good to have you here. Hello. Keeping everybody safe. Appreciate it. Do I ever play with those bonus tasks? Thinking of the one where you need to keep all the pumps below 50%. Yes. And that's why a lot of people did that. Originally, that's why everyone went to 49. And yes, I mostly keep my pumps below. Oh, also, if I lower this down, like to here, you're going to see my temperature go up. Notice how it's 280? It's going to start going up. Yeah, a lot of people back in the old day, before we had the multiple core, right, the old style core, when it was just a single fuel cell, 49 was, nobody went above it, pretty much for that reason. But I'm trying to think if there's any that I send over 50. It might be this one. But yeah, I think well, I guess probably all objectives are on right now. Yeah, because it reset all my settings. This one, I usually keep the, turn off the one for generate power with, no, the event where you have to create extra. That one I think I usually turn off, but anyway, just because it doesn't, well, for a while it wasn't working. I think it's back to working better now. But struggle to keep the indenture cool with default pump with 3 loops. Yes, it can. And notice I've been yakking this whole time. I don't know how long it's been in game time. I think over 30 minutes, and we're still doing okay. There's no evaporation going on. That middle bar there, that middle column. This is like the one time where the colors actually sort of matter. I mean, even when it's like the lowest I can get, it's still in the yellow, but the red is kind of, well, bad. But yeah, how hard is our temperature going? Oh, look at that. We went from 75 to 15, and our temperature's still rising. So see, so again, it does some cooling. Yes, 100%. The pumps do provide some level of cooling. I 100% admit that, and I've never said that they don't. I'm just saying that this provides a whole lot more than what those guys do, especially below, well, 30 and 50 depending. Yes, that can be true. I mean, you can crank this up to as high as it'll go, and if you've got it cranked up and it's not maintaining temperature, then you would need to upgrade or cool things down over here through the steam generator. The how much the steam or how hot the steam is that's going through. Not clear. Let it spike all the way up, max temp condensation. No, yeah. So no, I don't think it. Would that damage anything? Letting the temperature spike. I mean, you'll lose condensation. You might lose the vacuum, which will damage the turbines. But outside of that, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything. I don't know that it would cause any damage to the condenser just by being hot. As I think about it. How's my temperature getting now? Oh yeah, she's getting up there. Oh yeah. Yep. And where did we start at? 314 and a half or 313 and a half? Isn't that where it was, or something like that? We're getting almost right back to it. Okay, going back to the chat again. Some of you would be nice to help out an actual city to see what empowering. So, do I want to give you the lore on this one? Yeah, I will in a second. It was actually suggested. There's a suggestion from an old. I don't see him around anymore, but from a user who was here. He's the one that developed the pipe diagram, if you've seen it floating around. And that was one of his suggestions. That was his thing he was really trying for, was to get NPCs that could do certain tasks. He even, I think, went to Blender and modeled some, gave them to the developer, but they haven't made their way in yet. I don't know if they ever will. Let's see. Not sure why temp could cap with no cooling. Colm, I'm with you. That's what I mean. The fact that we can. I mean, I can turn these off, and it'll hit a cap. That's what I was talking about at the beginning here, and it'll give me an alarm, but it won't actually. This won't just take off.
The reactor
Why that is? Here comes the alarm.
circulating.
I gotta wait for it to get to actual 0. It's gonna give me the third one.
Danger alarm.
There it is. Here's my third one. Yeah, red room of doom. Yeah, okay. Yeah, notice how it's not going up. Why? Magic. Welcome to the magic of nuclears. In the real world, it would not work like this. Turning off the primary cooling pumps, I mean, it's in the name, cooling pumps, it would tend to be a bad day for a real-life reactor, but welcome to nuclears, where we don't do that here. Still very new technician. Jess Ross, welcome. Still figuring out balancing. Yeah, balancing. We can, balancing. Can I demo this? As I overfill my... Yeah, I can kind of do this. Turn it back on. Should go straight to 15 because that's where I left it.
The reactor core coolant has
Sweet.
started to circulate.
We'll just see the temperature there. That's going to make this shoot up because the heat's coming back again. Also, it did not used to cool off this fast. I feel like that's a cheat. But it is a nice cheat. It's very handy. I mean, in a system of 21,000 liquid liters, and you can just turn off the pump, and then it goes from 250 degrees to 20 in a matter of, well, under 10 minutes, seems unrealistic, one might say. But now, Jess Ross, I'm going to show you balancing of a steam generator because that's usually what people are referring to. But did you mean the balancing of another system? Because there are a few things we balance. One is the condenser. Another is the retention tank. This is the primary one that everybody tries to balance right here, the steam generator, this guy. Or was there something else you were looking at? I know there's a delay between me reading it, me saying it, and you guys getting it in the chat. So I'll give it a second. But yeah, look at that. Nice, cool 314. Oh, I think we were above. We went a little higher than what we were before, but that is neat. And our rods kind of stayed, right? Had them at, was it 93.1 earlier? So, yeah. Hang on. Gotta mute the mic. Got a cough. All this talking. WV8KA. Good evening. Hello. How are you? Oh, from work. Well, hello. Great to have you here. Thank you for being a member. I really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, the reason why I have to run on balanced graphics and such is because my computer, my graphics card only has 3 numbers. Parts of my computer I think are old enough to drive in the United States. Little old, little outdated. So what I did was I opened up the memberships. People to become members. Currently I have 3 levels of member. Hoplite, which is the 2nd level, and then Captain, which is the top tier. And all that money I'm stashing away for those who have signed up to upgrade my hardware, which now I might have to change my goal. Has anybody seen the price of RAM lately? So I think I missed the boat on that one. Maybe I can find some used stuff off of Facebook Marketplace or something. But anyway, yeah, I think I missed the boat sailing away on that one. Anyhow, so donations, right? Videos, donations here in chat, right? I think there's a button somewhere, a little $sign or something you can click somewhere, donate money. All of that, which is I'm very grateful for, goes to me trying to give you guys the better stuffs because my computer's so old I can't run on the high graphics or it melts, and I have issues. So for those of you who do contribute, I really appreciate that. What does that say? Hi. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. Are we seeing? Not yet. Not yet. Well, I don't have pressure going on, but yeah, see, so I've forgotten about it. It's been going for a while. Not really too much damage, but we can turn it back on. I probably need it a little higher than 25. Let's go 20. Well, let's go 30. Make sure this is still staying put. Yep. This, we're still balancing. Yes. So anyway, I'm very grateful for all of those. It helps me out a bunch on my quest to try and get modern and bring you guys higher quality stuff, videos and live streams and all that stuff. So I am not trying to be a professional YouTuber. Never set out to be. I've never once asked for a like or a subscription or any of that. It's not why I'm here. I have a full-time job. I don't plan to leave my full-time job. I'm just here to make videos, interact with you all, have a good time, and that those of you who are generous enough to throw a couple bucks my way, I really appreciate it. Helps me out in my goals I'm saving up. So yeah, what's the line? I'm not a professional YouTuber, but I play one on YouTube. So yeah, the ads, right? I can't turn those off at the beginning of my videos. I got really mad. I didn't realize that YouTube was showing them, and apparently there's no way to turn those off, and I get really upset at that. So I'm sorry for those of you who do see ads, they are not mine. I had no control over them, and apparently I can't turn them off. So anyway, back to chat. Steam generator is the main issue, but also manage the condenser vacuum retention tank. Okay, I can turn that on. Look, 547. Hello. Started fresh plant with nothing. After everything installed, filling the pool. When the system remains in my area. Yeah, that's fine. There's a random event. Will it show up here? Probably not. Yeah, it's not here, and because of the way that it's not supposed to cut up backup service. Oh no, that's not the one. Oh. No, not what I was looking for. I wonder if I can see it through here. I do get 10 hour demand one afternoon. No, it won't let me click on these anymore, but it's, I believe, so when they do maintenance, usually what it just means is they're cutting you off here, that you for a couple hours or however many hours, you won't have external power available. You're gonna have to produce your own. So that's kind of a thing, and that's usually what it means. And it's just a random event. If you wanted to turn those off, I believe if you go to options, and then down here to I thought it was over here. Oh, he changed it. Random damage. Interesting. That's a wording change. Huh. Okay, maybe we can't. I thought there was a way to turn that off. I guess maybe just easy mode? Man, I don't know. So that one I'm not sure on. But yes, it is common. The reactor also cools down real fast. Yes, it does cool down very fast from just inserting rods. You're 100% calm. RAM is horrible. Oh my goodness, I know. I just saw a picture on Facebook. It was a PCIe. I think just a disk drive. It was over 1,000. No, almost 1,400 pounds for one, and it wasn't very big. 1 terabyte, I think, something crazy. Yeah, wow, yeah, SSD. Oh, you just said it. Yeah, pretty wild. I should have used this reactor in Fukushima, if only, right? I mean, if these physics were everywhere, man, talk about overly safe. It's part of why this is so easy. Look what it's got to build a mediocre system, decided to grab a mini PC instead of. Oh, okay. Because 3 times a build practice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean laptops too, right? But they're starting to come up also, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'd call myself much of a creator. I mean, if I wanted to be rich and do all that stuff, like I would hire somebody or do a game that maybe has a little more traction, a little more popularity, you know. But again, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to help you all out. Thought it was cool. They had a random event, cut powers. Yeah. What happens with random damage off? So with it on, it used to be called catastrophes, and so every so often, if you have random damage on, things will just take, well, damage. You could have wire coils take damage, pipes burst, lose fuses, damage to tanks and things. A lot of times though, doesn't go from 100, we'll call it health, 100% integrity health down to 0. It's more of there's just a small hit, so small that you don't even notice. So with damage off, nothing's gonna randomly break. Also changed the lower piston. I was really confused about that. Also changed lower piston. Oh, this one, the lower piston. Yeah, that's how we. That's how I loaded the fuel. Yeah, it lowers the. There's two chambers of our core, an upper and a lower, and when it's not. How do I say this? When it's loaded but not inserted, when it's just loaded, yeah, it sits in the upper chamber, and then it kind of breaks the seal and becomes active once you lower it down. Have I ever used Fuel C? Yes. It's multiplicative, and I've found that it does not justify the cost unless you are like day 30, 40, 50 plus in the game, really high in levels. It's just not necessary. But I have used it before. If you're going to use it, I recommend doing more than one core, though, to really get the full effect of it. And it does change things quite a bit. So, first the lore. What was the lore thing I was going to tell you guys about? Oh, because I think it was Diesel made the comment about powering the city. So the way that Nuclearis started as Nuclear Last Darkness. No, Last Darkness. I don't remember. I think it was Nuclear Last Darkness. Something like that. And the story was, I'll go out and do this. Just leaving a reactor, right? Like leaving a pot on the stove. That you're military, right? That's why we look like what we look like. We are part of the military. And this was a defunct, dilapidated, old power plant on an island. Spoiler alert for anybody to know, we're on an island. And where the train goes, nobody knows. But it supplies a town somewhere that we don't know where it is. The town's people. This is like 3 Mile Island, but farther away from humanity, from civilization. Anyway, and there's a zombie apocalypse, an invasion of zombies and demons, and we get sent out here by the military to come help and provide power to the city that's being taken over. And as you're out here, in the old game, Nuclear Last Darkness or whatever it was called, oh, that was a weak jump. The zombies and demons, see, there's our ocean, would come and attack you, and they would kill you if you went outside. That's why some of the things are outside. It used to be kind of every component was outside, and you had to stay alive running between buildings. You actually have weapons. Another spoiler alert. Here's one of the first weapons you ever got. It's a baseball bat. This is a throwback to the old game. And you had to defend yourself. It had guns and ammunition and crowbars and darts and all sorts of weapons to help you fend off the zombies and the demons. And that's what your goal was to save the city, provide them electricity amidst the zombie demon invasion. So that's the lore of how this game came to be. So what happened to all that? Well, the developer, being a part-time indie solo developer who has a full-time job, family, and all that, it was just too much and the game was progressing too slowly, so we cut out everything. Cut out all that stuff except for the nuclear power plant part. That's where Nuclearis came from. That's why he changed the name, but if you look at the directories and things, it still says Nuclear Last Darkness and all that. That's also why there's a lot of spaghetti code, because it's not a ground-up build, right? He took a game, heavily modified it, and that's why a lot of things don't work the way they're supposed to. And everything looks very different from how it did. Things used to be underground. We had tunnels. That just looked different. So, yeah. There you go. There's the lore behind it. So, we were never really meant to see the city and the inhabitants. Yes, AO can kill you. That and GA, we'll refer to that a lot. What that is, it's called AO's Madness. There was a what's it called, a mission or scenario where AO would go insane and try and kill you, and you had to both survive and then like get him before he got you, sort of. That's where that comes from. And he does have a weapon on there that can kill you. He still has it today in the current game. What are reasons for turbine? Oh man, a lot of turbine damage, a lot of them. So turbine damage can happen if you connect to the city too early, It can happen if you have don't have resistor banks on. It can happen if you don't have your transformers on. It can happen if you send steam to the turbine before you have a vacuum. Over rev RPMs, produce too much power, more power than what the resistor banks and the city can absorb. Those are generally the main ones. Too much steam, too fast. That's one. Backup gens used to be above the control room. Yes, they did. Correct, they did. And in the old game, they've been moved out from the original game. They were outside. He brought them inside and then has moved them back out, reminiscent of that. Why? I don't know. I was wondering if it had something to do with... This is where they used to be. These didn't used to be shelves. And that's why there's sprinklers in here. But, yeah, they used to sit one here and one here. Yeah. I can actually show you an Easter egg. Let me go to the reactor room. Let me show you that. Yeah, now here's your final enemy. Basically, he's kind of a demigod. There's a bunch of other lore and things that he does kind of behind the scenes that we don't know about, even between games and when you start a new game, which is cool. So when I come back, who was it, Desseros? I forgot how to say your full name, but I will do the balancing here in a second. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna have to turn up the sound real quick on the game, so it might get louder than I am. So let me do this manually. Okay, I have the sound cranked up for you guys. As I walk, it's going to be loud, just so you know, so you might want to turn down your speakers for a second. Well, maybe not that loud, but... Okay, let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, listen. Oh, I don't hear it. Do I have to turn on music? Hold on. Huh. Maybe I have to have the music on. Hold on. Oh, I don't hear it. Oh, I can vaguely hear it. There it is. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's this like creaking sound. You guys hear that? Kind of that weird creaking sound over the sound of the reactor running. Here, can I do that higher? Hold on. Crank these up. Whoa! Yeah, that didn't work. Hold on. Holy smokes. Sorry if I blew out your eardrum. Sorry, everybody. Try that again. Blew out my eardrums. Oh, there it is. Now you can really hear it. Anyway, all right. Yeah, sorry for blowing out your eardrum. Man, when you go above, that was a big jump from there to there. So my apologies there. Let me turn that back down. Okay. Maybe it was the atmosphere. I think it was the atmosphere, not the music. I don't know which one it was. But anyway, so that is... Yeah, sorry. It was loud. And I have it turned down for you guys too, through the stream. Suppressed. But anyway, that sound is what you used to hear when the demons and zombies, or when a certain demon was coming for you. It's an Easter egg that the developer has left in. Just kind of as a throwback to... Do I want to show this? I'll show you another Easter egg. I'm feeling generous tonight. Meanwhile, our reactor's running. I hope everything's okay. Show show one more Easter egg. Return the audio to seeing him, the ball there, crazy. Yeah. The Hobbit door, absolutely. Okay, let's go up here. I showed you the baseball bat, I'll show you another one. Up until, not recently, I guess it's been over a year now, but the gun used to be hidden in the game. I don't think it is anymore. Oh wait, I don't need to do this. Well, that's weird. I don't think it's supposed to look like that with the crane thing coming out the middle, but let's do this. Where do we go? Operation, nope. Oh yeah, operate crane remotely. Status. I want down. No power. Fine. What? No, do it. Come on. What do you do? On. There it is. Cool. These guys are oh, maybe it's my graphics. They're the darts that he made them with the darts that you used to have that that was a weapon. Maybe it was a boomerang you threw. Anyway, it was something you threw, but he used the old model in the actual like gripper of the crane. So I'll throw back another Easter egg, but anyway, there you go. Which one? This one? Oh, the fuel storage. The fact that you can just, yeah, this is our hazardous storage right here. I can just walk up to a fuel core. Look, I'm gonna body check it. Oh, yeah, right. Little uranium fuel core, just sitting here next to the reactor. I mean, that totally is where they'd put it, right? No water, no storage, no nothing. No safety rails. Although he put them outside, which I thought was funny. I think enough people whined about the ones outside. I noticed he put those on. That's kind of cool. Ooh, a reddish color. I wonder what that's from. Maybe something's going wrong in the control room. Let's go find out. Let's see here. I mean, the fact that the control room is feet away from the reactor, that's not realistic either. In the real world, it's usually like a whole of the building quite a ways away. Yeah, floor's not melting, so it's okay. Come on. There was a zombie in the wall there. Oh yeah, down in that hobbit. Yes. Yeah, there was one that lived like in that tunnel. How would multiplayer even work? Operated in Planet Sim, same one. It's yeah, it's the same plant. It's just gonna work. Can I demo it? No, I need to make sure it works first before I demo it. Maybe I'll do that next week. Worst case, you get to show how to stop meltdown, quick coolant core. Did you know you can control the crane from the cab? Yes. Yeah, that's how it was originally designed. The talent thing's new. Relatively new. Yeah, the old way of doing it, you had to do it manually. Yeah. Yeah, have I seen any of the smarter everyday videos? I have. On nuclear plants? I can't remember. I'm sure I have, because I like that channel, The Smarter Everyday. The sound. If you're in my Discord, I put it somewhere. I'd have to find it. The sound and visual of when our reactor starts. You know how when it gets to 50 degrees, it does that cutaway, and you hear that sound, that kunk. Katham! That's from an actual video. He took the sound from a YouTube video of a tester reactor, a very small one, and put it into the game, and used the same visuals from it too, starting up, because real reactors don't look like that. They don't actually do it. Yeah, just don't drop the fuel. True. And for me, what was hard was lining up, trying to line up manually to put stuff like control rods into the little slots. Oh man, I got so frustrated. I think it's it's better now, but yeah, that was frustrating. So okay, balancing. Oh look, it's balanced. Kind of. Look at that. Ta-da, magic. Kind of. So how do I want to demo this? I kind of can't without starting the turbine, which I don't really want to do. So that's all right. If we die, we die. Let's see if I can take this down a little bit. So the idea between with balancing the steam generator, you've got 3 parts to it. This one you control, this one you control, this one just kind of does its own thing. So when you're in balance, all 3 of these numbers you're looking at, the 60, 59.3, and 59, would all be the same. What each of these numbers represent is the water in. And this is controlled by... Oh, he changed it to water in? Oh, yeah, he really changed that one. It used to be called return flow. Huh. Alright, I guess we're simplifying it. Which, I mean, for newer players, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It makes it more... Yeah, it helps people understand a little bit better. So, when you turn this on or up, the water it's pulling from is from the condenser, this fill level right here. And this is the rate at which it's coming in, right? So it's coming in at, I don't know if that's 100 liters per minute, 1,000 liters per minute. I don't know, 60 units. I don't know what he's got it set to now, but it's 60 units of water coming in every time period. So that we want to match the steam going out. Actually, you kind of want to match evaporation. You have liquid water, you have gas water, which is steam, and you have a boiling effect. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. We're at 255 degrees Celsius. So obviously we're boiling water. Liquid water is turning to vapor, water vapor, steam. And the rate at which we're boiling off, turning it to steam, needs to match the water coming in. If you put a pot of water on your stove and set it to boil, slowly the water level drops, right? Because it's turning to steam. It's being released into the atmosphere, to the room that you're in. Well, imagine you wanted to keep that level in your pot the same. You boil it for hours on end, days on end, and never have it go down. Well, you'd need to slowly trickle water in. If you have more water coming in than what's boiling off, your water level will rise. If you have less water coming in than generating steam, the water level will slowly drop. That's what this is. You're doing the exact same thing here. When you're in balance, your level stays more or less the same. That's how you balance the steam generator. The number in the middle is kind of it's a product of how you have things set up, in a sense. If I wanted, kind of, it'll find a medium between the number on the left and the number on the right. The number on the right is controlled through either the bypass or the MSCV. Right now, because I'm not really using it, it's just I'm trying to lower it a little bit, but I don't really want to. I guess I can do this. Hold on, what am I doing? I can demo this easy. Instead of talk about it theoretically, let's just do it. All the way down to 5. And when this gets to 6, you're gonna see this number start ticking down. Well, is that right? No, it's not right. No, it's not. Because, I can't make this work. I really do need the bypass to be lower. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Yeah, because I have my bypass open so much. Anyway, so the idea is to have this number. Now, this is with starting pumps, right? No upgrades, just starting class A or whatever the lowest class is, secondary pumps. If you upgrade or change them, it won't always work. But the goal is to have this number half of that number. Right now I can't, because, right, if I double this at 60, right, I can go down here, which is 58. I can't get 59. There's no 29 and a half setting. So I kind of have to, I'm splitting the two. Because the number here, 30, which ends up being 60 on the left, you're going to see it go up to 60. Because, oh, there it went. 60 is higher than 59. My fill level is slowly going up. Okay? And that's the number on the right. The number on the right, 60, it will match this one. Sometimes it has a decimal, but Maybe by doing that it'll round out. What we should see is these two numbers match, right? Left and right, boom. That's where you want it. That's the steam going out, the number on the right, the one leaving, what's leaving the steam generator. But the one in the middle is the one that matters. The one in the middle will find an average of the other two, the left and the right. It's going to split them. Because of the way our reactor works, it doesn't usually just sit there. It oscillates up and down. But yes, it's off now because my bypass is messing with it. Yeah, if I keep going down, eventually it's going to hit the turbine and start it. I don't want it to. Yeah, below 70 it's going to start giving it torque. I don't want that. But that's the idea behind balancing it, is you want the number on the left and the middle to match. That's when you're technically this level will freeze. But you can't control the one in the middle. You can only control the one on the left and the right. Because the one in the middle, the number in the middle, the evaporation, which I don't think that's what it was called before. What was that called? Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe, no, it wasn't evaporation. I forget what it was. Steam production? I don't know. Anyway, because you can't control the one in the middle, it will follow the other two. See how it's kind of an average right now? You control the one on the left, control the one on the right, and the one in the middle follows. That's kind of how you do it. So we don't really talk about the one in the middle much because it just will do its own thing. We talk about this number and we talk about this number and try to get them to match. Again, if you upgrade your pumps, it won't be an easy 2-to-1, well, 2-to-1 ratio. So you would look on here and get that number. Noah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I know. Yeah, see, I didn't want that. Okay, I know. So I just damaged my turbine because I heard steam hitting it and trying to start. See, it's got a little bit of torque, which I don't want. Yeah. So if I had AO, for whoever was asking how you damage the turbine.
Operator, be careful with the condenser.
Oh, this guy.
Or the temperature.
Shh. Oh, he fell down.
Operator, I'm going to
Thanks.
start with the analysis of the situation of the plant.
Okay, bye. He'll give us a report and show us that it's damaged. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that gives you the answer to your question. Of what you can control, try to get the number on the left to match the number on the right. That's the best way that you can get balance here on the steam generator. It's pretty rare that it freezes for me. It usually oscillates by about 10 or 15 liters up and down. But in a system of 16,000 liters, 15 plus or minus is not bad. Right now it's changing by fractions of a single liter, which is pretty good. So there you go. Why it oscillates up and down, it's just part of the calculations and the way that I run my plant. It never sits still. So yes, hopefully that answers that one. How do you report a bug? Hello, Adam Young. You do it through Adam Young. Match. You do it through memory from a long time ago, 20 years ago. The official Discord, there's a bug report section. It's gonna do a manually how to report a bug. Yes. Okay. Lining up control rods. What a nightmare. Yeah, and if you slow it down, the speed down, you can move them more slowly and more fine tuned. But oh man, and then there's like the little laser thing, light, you can use, but still, yeah, it's a labor of love. Talk about gluttony for punishment. The stammering engineer. I'm kind of a stammering engineer. Default pump moves 200 liters. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Something like that. Like I said, I don't really do the numbers. I just turn knobs and push buttons and just see how it works. Yeah. So, yeah. God, what else? Should we do a, I don't know. Do you guys want me to do like an actual startup? Do you want me to, we can do a, what was that one that I did? Oh yeah. the explosive startup. Should we do an explosive startup for those who didn't see it on my last live stream? If I even remember how to do it. See if I were a real YouTuber, I would go back and prepare for these things and plan and look at them. I could just do a normal startup if anybody wants to see it, how I do mine and kind of explain it, or I don't know. I can show you other cool Easter eggs, or I don't know. You guys want to see? All right, you guys decide in the chat. Members, anybody who's a member, WV8KH, Bradley Topper. If you guys have an opinion, you win, but you trump everybody. But do you guys want to go see an Easter egg? What one of the old turbines used to look like? Do you want me to do a regular startup, or like a goofy, like what do you call it, antic startup? I'll give you a second to chat to go through. Oh, what? 0 days? That's not true. Oh, because my game reset. Yeah, that makes sense. Here you go. Here's a question that hints at lore without giving anything away. How is it if you have a save game and then you start a new game, and in that game you melt down the reactor, right? On your save game it says 5 days. Plan has worked, I don't know, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days without a lost time accident. And then you do a new game and just melt down the core explosion. Oh, cool, that was so much fun. And then you come back, it'll say 0 days on your save game. Why? How? That's part of the lore mystery. Nobody has an opinion? Nobody has an opinion. I'm gonna go out to the reactor. You can see that one. The old reactor. No, the old turbine. Nobody? Alright, let's go do it. Let's do it. Going for a hike. Easter egg or explosion? Let's do both. The explosive startup. Okay, so I'll run out and do this one real quick, and then I'm gonna start a new game because trying to do it with this one would take more time than I want to invest. To reset everything, refill things, and all that would just take too much. Hey, look, it looks like Los Angeles with the smog out at the end. Even though it's not, it's just clouds, but... So if you come out this way... Now, we're gonna see if I can do this without dying. Okay? There's a very legitimate and serious risk of death in me showing you this. Explosive start, reset the accident timer. No, because it doesn't actually explode. It just gets really hot really fast. So maybe I'm misleading you by calling it explosive, but... Okay, so I guess I was off. You're gonna pass these two guys real quick. I'm running, I promise I'm holding shift. Really break down the balancing, really got a feel for it now. Oh, good. And I worked after watching building. Cool. Good. I'm glad it was helpful. How I got started doing videos, when I first started this game, I was really frustrated. I would put like maxed out character rants in the Discord, like being so frustrated with this game and wanting to give up on it. And then one day it just clicked. It just clicked, and I just started to get it. I was like, man, what if I made videos to help people out so that they didn't have to experience the same frustration as me? Because the way, I don't know, just the way my brain works and learns and everything. And so that's how I got my started. Whoa, do you see that flash? Is that a lightning storm? Is rain coming in? Okay, ready for the Easter egg? Ta-da! Check out that guy. It's an old turbine. Now let's see if we can survive getting out there. If you get weirded out by sounds of people screaming, mute your sound until I'm out of the water. One way or the other. But, okay, here we go. Nope, not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I did it. Oh, come on. So close. Yes, we survived. Ooh. Oh, listen to it. Yeah. Yeah. How's that? There you go. there's the old turbine. Your health goes up after you just kind of don't do anything for a while. I don't know if I have to stand still or just not take damage anymore. But the water used to be way darker. You couldn't really see through it, and I would get turned around trying to come over here. Lots of death. But here you go. This is one of the old turbines from the old reactor that I was telling you about. From the nuclear last darkness days. I'm waiting for my health to go up. Because I don't know if I can survive the swim back. And you don't really swim. You just walk on the bottom and just take immediate, death, damage, destruction. If I go in that water, there's no way I'm going to survive more than a couple steps. So I was really hoping that my health would come up faster than this. How much pollution is in this world? Well, it depends on who's playing. But you can vent your core to the atmosphere. You can take all that water from the core and just dump it straight into the ocean. Yes, going to the water does slow me down a bunch. Why is there a risk of death? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you saw. Man, my health is taking forever to go back up. Should we just die? Should we just do it? If the water goes in 20 seconds, it must be pretty bad. Oh, fair. Or I just haven't figured out swimming and I sink because I'm so heavy and I just walk across the bottom and holding breath doesn't really work out that well. So why am I not healing? Well, now I can't get back. I wonder if I can jump. Try jumping. No. Come on, get to that peak. Nope, couldn't do it. And we died. Your character cannot swim. Well, no kidding. Wading too deep underwater. I didn't think it was too deep. I could see the bottom. I mean, come on now. All right, here we go. I was going to start a new game anyway. That's why I don't care. So we're going to do the fast/explosive startup. See if we can get it to go. And then we will call it a night. So, okay, checklist time. I did it on first try last time, never having practiced it or anything. This will be my second time ever attempting. So let's see how it goes. Oh no! Okay, checklist. Yep, let's just jump to this one. Yep, I don't need those on. All right, let's go a little faster. Go on triple speed. Set this bypass to 100. Yep, resistor bank on. Going through my checklist. Again, MSCV set to 6. The reason we do this is for the retention tank. For no other real reason other than the retention tank. Put this at 100. Come on now. Slow down. There. Put this on, and it's slow. I'm going off of memory. I wasn't actually looking at my thing. 50. Do I need 50? Nah, I don't need 50. How'd we get? Oh, no, I still have time to go. I'm just trying to speed things along, so I'm skipping in my checklist here. Making sure I didn't miss anything. No, all looks good. Okay, we're coming up on 320. We'll go single speed. Cool. And then we'll just, 340. Take it down to low. There we go. This comes back up. And we don't overpressurize. Let's see. Then we go to, oh no, so this is where, okay, so this is, we're not going to load fuel because that's part of the fun, right? So we're going to put this on and we're going to turn it to 15 like we normally do. Okay.
The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
I know, I did it on purpose. And I just want to make sure everything else is good. Yeah, bypass at 100, sure. Okay. Yeah, everything else is fine. So now we're going to crank this up to... What? It doesn't go past 100 watts anymore? Could someone please report that as a bug for me when you get a chance? Someone on the Discord? That the control power rod motor doesn't go past 100 watts? I think he got the numbers mixed up. It's supposed to go way above that. That's a bug. Well... That's going to make things more challenging. We like more challenging, right? Fun. All right, let's just do it. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so we're gonna set these to, let's see how hot it gets. We'll go 50. Last time we did it at 75%, but we can't get 75%. So we're gonna see how fast we can start this reactor. Is everybody ready? Hang on, triple speed. Gotta get them down to 50. Correct. It's supposed to be 100. You can actually go over 100%. This is supposed to go like up to 300 plus watts. The percent is supposed to go much higher, but it's limited. So I wonder if you just got the numbers mixed up. Ready for the clip. Okay. All right, it's at 50. We ready? So, do you guys see what's going to happen here? We're going to drop this in. We're just going to load it. We're going to run over and set our control rods to 93 and see if we can catch it before it goes over. Let's say, last time I was actually really close. We're going to say no more than 3, because it's 30%, 35% speed. Let's say 350. Our goal is to not go over 350. Yes. Hold on to your butts. Okay, we ready? Here we go. As soon as I hit load, it's going to get spicy. And it's going to give me the little animation. Oh, no, it won't. Yes, it will. Okay, here we go. Is it going? Oh, it's going. It's going. Oh, spicy. Spicy meatball. I can't see what it's doing. Oh, it's changing color, though. Oh, yeah, no, little more than 350. We're not even close. Ah, well, there you go, folks. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. It's not boiling off though. Oh, now it is. There it went. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, last time was more successful than this time.
Warning, danger alarm.
I know. Have we lost? Oh yeah, pressurizer's just done for. She says, I'm out of here. I am out. What are you damaged for? Oh, probably because of the heat. Yeah, that would do it. I'm at 93. Here, let's cool this thing off before my rods melt. Yeah, see, look. Yeah, see, look. It's cooling off. High steam level. Let's see if we can recover this. Oh, do you hear it rumbling? Can you hear it? Oh, yeah. It's shaking. It's shaking. This should be easy to recover, actually. Yeah, look how fast it's going down. Pressurizers. Yeah, see, there's nothing to see here. We are fine. Everybody just relax. I mean, granted, I have 0 on the pressurizer, but just, okay, we're fine. What's my, oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. We're making steam over here, folks. Slow. Get it going. Oh yeah, retention tank's filling. More than one way to 93.3. Set it, okay, and then I need to lower this back down now. How did you get damaged? You're not damaged. You're not damaged. Oh, look at that. See? Nothing. Wow. Huh, what does that say? Steam level, core reactive. It's just a little integrity loss. Why are you so cold? Is it because of these guys? It is. Watch this. We can cheat and make it go to 0 really fast. See? Look at that. But don't go all the way. There we go. 15. Perfect. And are we still... No, it's coming back up. I mean, it's really cold now, but let's go 90. Now what? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, see? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is totally fine. That, yeah, because there's no heat coming through. Run back over, and look, watch this. And then we do this guy. Open that up. And see if we can't fill it a little bit. Oh yeah, water temperature. Yeah, that's a little toasty. That's part of the problem. Is it still going down? Oh, because there's steam in it. That's why. Can I make that go faster? I don't really want to vent it. High steam level. I needed to cool off faster. Yeah, I needed to cool off faster. That's starting to come up. And that's starting to come down. We'll see what happens. 150. See, it's still saying it's pressurized, though. So why? Oh, yeah. So it's condensing from steam back into water. So that's coming up. So that'll help too. What's my cool fuel? Ooh, oh, it is cold. Did my... No? Huh. How's about that? Oh yeah, pressure's way low because we have no heat. Surprised there's any steam at all. So we're actually going to shut this off. All the way. Can we recover it? Can we recover it? Not really, no. Do I want to do this? Not really. It's just going to cause issues. But this is just taking way too long. It's going too slowly. So, yeah, let's do it. Open. Give it a 3 count. And then close it. Close. Helped a little bit. Okay, it's not 0. That number's a problem, though. I wonder if we circulate faster. If we go faster, will it... Because once that steam's gone, my temperature should start coming up. Where's my fill level? Yeah, fill level's still coming up. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know if it actually boiled any of it off. Did my core... No, my pool stayed good. What if we pull, like, a long ways? Heat it back up. Yeah, no, see, it's not gonna... Because of the water stuff. Yeah, I think when it catches up, it's gonna get gnarly. Nah, it's just taking too long. Still taking too long. This is gonna cool off all the way before it catches up. That's the problem. Not heating, doesn't need to... Can you go any faster? No, you won't. Core level? Yeah, see, it's coming back up. But my pressurizer level being that low is not helpful. And no, still, still not gonna do anything for me. Still, maybe, no. Oh, there it goes. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, now go 93. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Oh, it was. What are we doing now? Yeah. There we go. No, we were. Not anymore. Okay. So I think that, what was that, like 86 mark was pretty good? Let's try that one. Try to fill levels. Okay, so the steam is still condensing. Once this gets low enough, this should refill back up, and it should be good to go. This number should start creeping up, so yep, there it goes. Very slowly. Oh, what? Oh. That's not good. But that's because of steam inside of there. Oh, saturation temp. Yeah, we're filling back up. We're good. We're good. So why isn't my core heating up? Oh, now it is. Kind of. But not as much as I want. Core level's good. You weren't overpressurized. Oh, yeah, you were. Oh, okay. So now I do need to vent it out. Oh, yeah. That's why. We gotta shut this off. We're cooling it off too much. It can't do its thing now. Oops, I should have turned that off earlier. Darn it. That could create steam again. Let's put this on high. See if we can't get that pressure built back up. There we go. But I need that saturation temp to be higher than the water temperature. That's still closing. Okay, pressure's coming up. It's getting close. Okay, so that's all the way closed. Good. And yeah. I don't know why my rods have to be so far out now. Unless did I damage my fuel? No, it's just really cold. It is heating up, but not very much. I don't think we're leaking water. No. Everything else is go. I forgot about this guy. Are you doing anything? No. Okay. Where are we at now? Oh, 354. Okay, so let's take this back to low again. It's my saturation temp, 415, 401. Nah, that's alright. Yeah, I don't know why I have to pull rods so far, though. Unless I damaged my fuel. Yeah, I've not even been watching chat. But I kind of recovered it. Look, it's kind of back to normal. Go me. I don't know what damaged that guy. I'm guessing the heat. There is one way to find out. Let's have AO. Don't do that. Are you gonna yell at me? Sweet. He's not. Okay.
Operator, I'm going to start with the analysis of the situation of the
yeah, heat's coming out. We're making steam. Okay, good. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff here. Oh, okay, we're at 25,000, so we'll kick this back on and go slow. Okay. And this is coming up. Look at that. Ah, see? See? Who said we couldn't start up by doing that? Huh? Huh? Am I right? Let's see. Distress and aesthetic choice Banks hammer. Almost disaster while driving through a rail yard. Makes for great. Well, game-breaking mistakes, so you don't have to. That's what I'm here for, everybody. Yeah, we're pretty close to that 300 mark that I like to be at. I could probably slow it down a little bit. Maybe we'll go to, let's try 79. That is a mystery. I don't know why that is what it is at. What was this at? 70, I think? 25? Yeah. Yeah, look at us go. Good job, team. Back to refilling the retention tank. And so, I mean, I didn't intend for it to be this way, but this is why you often hear me on my, what are they called? On my videos. Preach learning numbers, not, sorry, concepts, not numbers. Because by understanding how all of these things work together and how the systems operate, I was able to recover this. I mean, you saw we were up at 600 something degrees, right? Alarm's going off, integrity loss, fuel's not reacting. Oh, that was too far. And we were able to recover it by understanding the concepts of how these things work, what to shut down. We didn't overload our secondary fuel tank here, so our steam generator, I mean, and our secondary loop. Yeah, it's coming back, so that's good. So yeah, all those things matter, and we could cool enough to. Oh yeah, because I was at 79 before, right? Yeah, I forgot what number I was at. Anyway, so by understanding the concepts, you too, like that's the whole point, is by trying to explain these things to you guys. I mean, how they work together and what they are and what they do. When you encounter issues in your own plant, you can then translate that to yourself and hopefully be able to recover on your own and know, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I react, right? I knew my pressurizer was at 0. How do I get it to 0? Well, I need to cool it off. Why do I need to cool it off? Well, because it was at, what, 600 degrees and it's way above my saturation temperature. How do I get rid of the steam? Well, I know I need to cool it off to a certain point, and then it'll just go away on its own, and it came back up. I didn't have to touch anything. I didn't do anything. It came up on its own, right, after cooling it off. But then I cooled it off too much, and so I lost pressurization, right? All the pressure went to 0. And all those concepts play together, and that's why I'm all about and I preach so hard the concepts. A lot of people like to get into the web server stuff and look at the graphs and the numbers and and that's great. Nothing here out of a web server would have helped me recover this. There's not a single thing on any of those web server graphs that you could have gotten that would have helped me recover this. This isn't a game of numbers. They're cool and they're fun to look at and see, oh yeah, how does this work? But again, because it's its own system of physics, it doesn't help you understand anything of the real world, just kind of sort of how these things work together. But then you scratch your head and go, well, wait, why is it that way? Why is it that I can control a reactor core temperature entirely with the control rods and not the primary cooling system pumps? That doesn't make sense. Correct. It doesn't make sense. Welcome to Nuclearis. So anyway, that's why I preach concepts over numbers all day, every day. What's the deal with the pressurizer? The gauge was at 0. So what happened was it got so hot that let me back up. In order to get our reactor core over 100 degrees, because water boils at 100 degrees, it's like a pressure cooker that you would use at home for food. In order to get it over 100 degrees and not have it boil, you need to pressurize it. That's what the pressurizer does. It creates pressure inside the core. Well, it reaches a point where it gets so hot that the pressure just doesn't do anything and you get steam. When there's steam in these gas pockets, one, they're expansive and they damage your core, but two, you lose your moderator and your flux and all those different things that I don't want to go into, and so you're not able to, it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. So what you were seeing there, the reason why the fill level went from 60 to 0 is because it boiled off, it turned to steam, because the water inside the pressurizer is the same water that's inside the core. It actually filters through it. The pressurizer is right here, right there, and yeah, you can see in the pipes they actually are connected. When you cool it off, when you open the cooling valve, that's water from the reactor core running over your pressurizer. My reactor core was down around 100 degrees, which is way less than where it was at the 500. That's why it was cooling off. I mean, yeah, it will cool off naturally, but that was why I was trying to speed it up. And that's why I increased the pump speed too, to see if I could get more water moving through the pressurizer, more cool water to help cool it off faster. I don't think it did much of anything, because again, I also don't want to cool off the core itself too much. But that's what was going on there. And I've completely neglected all this. So this guy, I'm not using my checklist anymore. It's now going from rote memory. But we're going to switch over and start up the turbines now. That's a little lower than I want it, but not by much. Do that. Wait for this to come up. And so that's what happened there. That's why the pressurizer went to 0, because it was so hot that the water inside the core was boiling and turning to steam. And that's why the core level dropped. It was turning to steam because it's just a liquid core level, right? But then it came back up without me touching anything. I didn't have to add water from the freight pump, nothing. As it cooled and the pressurizer started doing its job again, all that steam inside the core turned back to liquid water, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so now we can drop this to 0 and start our turbines. Resistor banks are on, resistor banks are on. And we are at Yep, so now we can go to operational mode. And this should continue to, yeah, still continue to drop. So hopefully that answers that question. Still very green as, oh yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm glad you're here, right? I just have maybe a couple more days than you do in this game, that's all. Tried a couple other things. Alternate team, yes, so it was a 0, correct. But I mean, I will run out around screaming. Yeah. It won't melt unless your core integrity gets too low. That's what causes the meltdown. This is just a single loop, correct. Just the single starting loop, the C loop, which is our primary. But yes, just the single loop. I'm not running B or C. Or B or A, excuse me. Yeah, fresh game, correct. Yep. And I want AO to finish doing his thing. Are you close to done yet? I want to see what all we damage. Oh, there it goes. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to check on this guy. This one we can actually lower now. If we go to, what are we at? Yep, steam output's good, so we can actually go down all the way down to 30 and freeze it. This actually don't need it at 6 anymore, so we're gonna go to 5. Means I can put this at 25, and that'll start up doing its thing. A few hours behind, but we're good. I'm gonna request startup from the city. Oh, that's red now. Interesting. Okay. And there we go. And now we start up like normal, right? Just a slight detour, but we got there eventually. So, yeah. Any other questions? Anything else you guys have? Want to see? Why I'm doing certain things, why certain things are happening. Anybody at all? No? Notice how I didn't really care about any of the colors. This keeps coming up, and I mentioned it again today in the Discord, that the colors are... Oh, sweet. The colors are... Are you done yet? The colors are arbitrary and don't really mean anything, right? If you put everything in the green, your reactor will not work well. It just won't. This might be the only one where the green matters. This one is kind of ideal, but not really. This one, the lower part of the green, you're still going to see problems with it. There's not enough in there. These, this one, the overall and the moderation level, you should never use. It will just confuse you and throw off your game a whole bunch. Yeah, I mean, I operate in the yellow and the red quite often. Is there anybody in the green? Oh, I guess this guy's in the green. But I don't aim for it. This one's useless, worthless. Don't worry about that one. But anyway, yeah. I forget what I was saying. Yeah. Oh, what's my practical max power output with a single loop running the primary at 100%? So I would never run my primary at 100% because, as we had demonstrated when I very first started the video, anything over 50 and it cools the core considerably, like noticeably, and you get almost no return on it. Because by cooling the core, I have to pull the rod so much further, and I get almost no extra steam output for that effort. So I never go over 49 actually, but I usually leave it, mind it. Well, it's damaged, but never go over 15. That's not true. I will go over 15 when I need to for demand, usually at higher levels. But I never run over 50 ever. I would add more fuel and increase pressure and things before I would go over 50. I don't know that I would ever go over 50. Maybe if I upgraded pumps or things, but well, if you did that, you wouldn't need to upgrade. Yeah, so I'll just say that I don't think I would ever go over 50 on the primary, just because of the way it is currently. Is the checklist valid? No, it is current. It needs some tweaking, but it is good. I should update the list. If you look at the very bottom, like the last two, which is plant restart with chemicals and multiple loop, you'll see the numbering's off. Yeah, like 13 is listed twice on one of them. It jumps from 19 to 22 and then goes back to 21. On the plant restart, it says the number 20 like 3 times. So the number's out, but the steps still work and they should all be good. I just need to fix the numbering and things, but yes, that should be fine. Yeah, so, but that's just me. Yeah, other people want to run it in the 100, and that's fine. I can demonstrate what that would do real quick. Again, when this is done, YouTube has to do its checks to make sure I didn't say anything copyrighted, and then it will post it for people to see. But I can demonstrate this real quick before we sign off. If I change this to, let's go, okay. Yeah, we can make this happen. It'll be a little different. My pressure's gonna go through the roof. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If we die, we die. So I'm gonna crank this up to 75. Right? I'm gonna go to 75. Okay. That wasn't 75. Actually, we can go 76. Although while it's doing that, let's take a look at our maintenance report. Integrity, nice. Oh yeah, we've changed some of the. Okay. Ooh, absorption capacity. Oh yeah, now that makes sense. Cavitation, nice. That's what happened. Cavitation. That steam pockets. I didn't realize that was a thing that was modeled. Oh, that's good to know. Cavitation, cool. Okay. Let's see. Damage circulation. Oh, it just tells me. It doesn't really tell me why it happened. Pressurized damage, high temperature. Yep, and high pressure. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Sure. Anything else damaged? Don't really see much. What are my fuel blocks? Fuel blocks. Oh yeah, that's why. Because it got damaged. Remember how I was saying, man, it seems weird. I don't have to pull my rod so far. That's exactly why. Oh, did it say why though? Did it say heat? No, it didn't give me a reason. 304, and where are we at? We're just coming over the 51% mark, 52% mark. I'm surprised it's not cooling off more. But yeah, heat's getting up there. I'll have to probably increase this soon. Oh yeah, that number in the middle. Yeah. We need to bring that down. So let's go like there. That should still be, yep, good. Should still be okay. Oh, now it's starting to cool off. So now I need to pull rods more. So let's just go straight to 78. Right, because I was at 304, I think. Right, and now that my secondary or my primary pumps are so high, it's starting to cool it off more. So to keep this up, I need to pull rods. And by pulling rods, I mean, I'm not really getting much more of an output difference. I mean, I'm using my MSCV to hold it back. My pressure is rising. Let me see if I can get that up there real quick. Are we over? We are a little over, so let's maybe add a couple more back. And let's see what the max output is. This isn't synchronized yet, but let's see what the max output is. So if I increase this to, let's go like 8. And let's take this to match. Because that pressure's getting way, there it goes. Okay. 302, how are we doing? Okay, we're kind of frozen-ish, that's good. This guy should still be frozen, yep. Temperature holding steady. I'm going to increase it in case it doesn't like what we're doing. I don't have to think about it. But so we went, I forget where my rods were at, but I had to, was it 80 or 79 or something? I don't know. I had to pull extra rods to offset the extra cooling that the core is doing, and we'll see what kind of output. I guess I am getting, more of an output, but I can do that with very slight changes. So I'm getting about an extra probably 15 megawatt output. Let's just speed that up. And this is still falling. Shouldn't. Oh yeah, now it's coming back up. Okay. Pressure's holding steady-ish. So I can't even get to 800 right now. I have this at 100, or at 75, 76, and my temperature's still at 300. What I'll do is I'm going to lower this down and check the output, and you will see that it really doesn't make that big of a difference. So let me finish this. I'm not trying to prove you wrong, I'm just demonstrating why I don't do it. Because the cooling effect and the payoff is light. And we're there. And 60. Close. Sweet. Okay. So I'm doing 40. So about 18 more megawatts than average. So if let's take it now from, and we kind of see that we're steady, although it's taking more damage. So we're at 302. 40 megawatts. And it's self-capped at 67. It's just not putting out more than 67. And my MSCB is open, right? Bypass is closed. Let's take it down to 50 and see what that does for us. Take this down to, whoop, yep, 50. Here, there. Go triple speed. You're gonna see it heat up, right? So now I gotta put in more rods again, right? Because I don't want my, I don't want to get too hot. So in going from 50 on my pump up to 75 gained me an extra 2 megawatts. 25% difference. And I gained 2 megawatts out of that. Or, I mean, I did the reverse, right? I lost 2 megawatts. Now let's go down to, say, 40 and see the difference. Okay, so we went down 25%, 2 megawatt difference. We're now going down 10%. And we'll let it finish doing its thing. Leave that, right? Steam is changing a little bit. Right? Haven't really touched anything else. And we went down more. Right? So now we're down 4 megawatts. It's going to keep going. So previously, a change of 25% on the pump speed, 2 megawatt difference. If I were at 50 and wanted to say, oh, I need more output, and I jump up 25% on my pump, all I get out is an extra 2%. Whereas when I go down 10, well, it was at 36, it's rebounding because of this. But just a 10% change was a 3 to 4 megawatt change. So double the power output and less than half of the percentage change. That's why I don't go above 50. Because that jump from 50 to 75, 25% more wear, 25% more like energy use, power use, 25% more everything. And it gave me 2 megawatt difference. Now, granted, this is on a smaller scale. Yes, it could be more, but hopefully that serves my point of why I don't go over 50, because the returns are negligible. But I'm having to move rods. I'm having, temperature changes, more wear, and all that. So that's why I don't go over 50. That was just a little demo of why I personally don't do it. And through all that, right, I was all the way up to 75%. Now I'm down to 40. So from 40 to 75 gained me 3 kilograms per minute more of steam. That was it. Yeah. Another question about second loop. You use 600 liter pump, but it seems to be running at about the same as the first loop in terms of heat transferred. I mean, it really kind of depends. The upgraded, if you look at can I look at the pumps? Yeah, we can. If we were to go, so this one does, and these numbers, by the way, I would say that they're not exact, or at least they didn't used to be. I've never looked at these, ever. Again, I'm not a numbers guy. If I used an upgraded pump, I would just tweak the speed until I got what I needed. So yeah. Yeah, let's just go with that. So the same amount of heat transfer, yes, because of the way the game works. Really what you'd be saving yourself is probably less wear. At a lower percentage, it should have a lower the same as how do I say it? When you need 25 on the class A, you should need less than 25, maybe 10 or something. Well, I guess technically a third, right? A third of that, let's just round it off and call 7 on the class C. But it doesn't necessarily work out that way, just with how the game mechanics and physics work. So it does. At higher demand levels, it really pays off, but at lower levels, especially in the beginning game, it really doesn't. and it also changes all the numbers and mechanics and things of the game. So in all my videos and things, you usually never see me upgrade pumps ever. Until you're pretty far in the game, you don't usually need to. So that's just a personal preference. Yeah, let's just go with that. So if I go down to 30 now, just for curiosity's sake, and everything else over here is still good. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go down to 30. Oh, this guy can lower. Wait. Well, I'll leave it for the sake of science. Let's see. I didn't know about the rods. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, yeah, I'm surprised the rods didn't take more damage. They're basically where they started. That's pretty impressive. D-Man! Man, we're just bringing it to a close. You missed all the fun. The near meltdown during startup and all that stuff. Complicated, yes. Circles back around to the heat. That strange heat. Yes. Successful. I mean, at least you won't have to upgrade later in the game. It does use a lot more electricity and things like that. But okay. So I've been at triple speed for a minute, right, at 30, and look at my output difference. Right, so by going from 30 to 75, which means, well, more than double, right? A big percentage increase from 30 to 75 would have gained me an extra 7 megawatts. See how big of a jump that is? 30 to 75 would have gained me 7 more megawatts, which doesn't seem like a big output. That's why I don't go above 50. Just, again, to drive that point home. I should do a revised version of the infinite money glitch. It doesn't work the same anymore? I haven't tried. 9 fuel cores. It seems like, and it seems like the 9 fuel cores are not bugged like they used to be. Some people seem to be using them just fine. So I have not tested them in a while. You guys can go back and see lots of videos that I have where when I try to do 9 cores or 8 cores, I get this weird oscillation in the middle. I don't touch anything for 5 game hours and it'll go from 0 to 80 or 90 back to 0, and it's impossible because my output changes wildly, and I can't get off of resistor banks because of it. I mean, I'm talking like 20 megawatt differences. So it just made it really difficult is what they're referring to. Things on the mission returns, and it's just a function of the game for now. That might change. All the calculations need retweaking, but ideally, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully one day it'll be sorted. Let's see if we can get this balanced now. Let's go. Let's see if we can get this balanced. It should be right there. It's going to shoot up for a second because there's less cold water going in, but then it should come back and resettle, and we'll see how we do. My output's going to go, or my output's going to go up for a little bit because of the change. Of course, still happy where it is, even though it's damaged. There is no place that shows integrity, is there? Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, fuel integrity you can only get through tablet. AO doing this thing. Yeah. Oh, sweet. I'm at service. Go us. Still not there. Maybe we can meet in the middle, say at 32? Let's try that. No, not enough. Well, although that is balanced. Now 32 is good. Yeah. Okay, so now if we look here, who was it? Asking about the balancing the steam reactor. So this is what it does. Left and right numbers I can control. They're both at 64. So the number in the middle will kind of oscillate just right around that 64, sometimes above it, sometimes below it, sometimes pretty close. And when it's at 64, it sort of freezes. Did it go above it? No. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, down. So the number's going to go up. But you get the idea. That's how you work on the balance is trying to keep the left number and right number the same. The number on the right is usually this number right here, and the number on the left is usually double this, unless you've upgraded your pumps or purchased upgrades for the current pump. So there you go. Balancing in a nutshell. So, of course, right, to end it all, let's go hard. let's yeah. Oh, he changed the name. Primary circuit pump. Secondary circuit pump. What? Changing my names. What is that? Still? Yeah, primary. Then why are we calling it a circuit pump instead of a freight pump?
Warning. Danger alarm.
Because that's going to make people think that it's this one.
Warning.
What? Oh no, what have I done? Oh, it's almost like I want the core to explode so we can see an explosion before we go.
Imminent danger.
Imminent danger?
The reactor core has reached a critical level.
Oh no.
Danger alarm. The reactor core
Oh, that
temperature
doesn't sound
is
good.
exceeding the operating maximum. Warning.
Oh, that
Danger
doesn't sound good
alarm.
at all. Alright, let's turn them off.
Danger alarm.
Oh no, radiation! Put on the hazmat suit. Oh, phew. That was close. Remember, safety first, folks. Safety first. Ooh. That's fun. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that. Not happy. Oh, not happy. Should we see the big green ball? Oh no. Oh. What? Where's my core water? Where's my core water? Did it boil off? No. It's still there. It's still there. Oh, look, you can see the core pool water when you're back here, but when you get close, you cannot. How is there fire underwater? I mean, come on now. Fire underwater? Get out of here. Wow, that's a lot of lights. Run around the control room because we don't know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The turbine's dry. Well, we better turn it off then. We don't want to damage it. Come on, guys. Alright, we don't want to damage it. Low quantity. That's okay. No control rods. Well, they were there a minute ago. It's not my fault. Oh, no. That looks like a lot of alarms. That looks like a lot of alarms. Ooh. Little sparky explosions. See them like popping up? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Demand is 10. I don't think we're going to meet demand today. Yeah. Oh, my turbines have shut down. Oh, I'm damaging because I kept my circuit breaker closed. Yeah, let's open that. We don't want to damage that. Know what I mean? More danger alarms? Now what? Now what? Oh no, what do we have here? High temp. Stuck fuel blocks. Well, why is it stuck? Just unstuck it. Oh, see, it's cooling off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just scram the rods. That saves everything. Scram. Oh no. Oh, value of 1. That can't be helpful. Maybe we turn on this. Will that help? Whoa, look at my pressurizer. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, maybe we turn this back on. Turn this back on? Maybe that'll help. Oh good. I'm glad it started. Oh, I don't know why I'm triple speed. As though that's gonna change something. Everybody's making such a big deal about it. Oh yeah. Oh look at the pump over there. I think that's a new effect. The steaming, the smoking of the pump. Ayo, where you at? Come fix it. Ayo, do some maintenance. Can you do some maintenance? Let's see if Ayo can do some maintenance. Can you fix the core? Insufficient funds? Oh no. Alright, here. They got a quick bank loan. Apply for a new loan. How much do you guys think we should take out? Maybe $1 million? Yeah, let's just do that. Sure, I'll pay back in a week. No problem. Excellent. Alright, Ayo, go fix this real quick for me, buddy. Yeah. No. Yeah. Wait, is he really gonna go fix it? Oh. Inactive, non-reactive state. Well, I mean, okay, what if we put it in shutdown mode? Will that work? No. But let's go watch the fireworks from afar, shall we? Let's see if we can get out there in time. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, gotta hurry. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Practically inevitable? I am, AO. I'm trying to evacuate. I got all these sirens going off, all these buzzers going off. Is it any quieter out here? No, not really. A little bit. Okay. Let's watch from like... Yeah, let's watch from like over here. Can I can't get up on top of the train, can I? Oh, I can't get up on top of it. Oh, I know where we'll go. Oh no, we're not gonna make it! We're not gonna make it! I was gonna go get up on top of the genset building. 5. See, this is how we should have done New Year's. 2, 1. Happy Nucleares! Oh, watch for falling debris. Oh, we're totally fine. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, hide behind here. That'll protect us from the radiation. Right? Right? Want it? Ah! Oh, no. Danger alarm. You died. Ah! Death by radiation poisoning. Just rip it out. It's fine. Oh, man. That was a good time, wasn't it? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, I hope you had fun. It's always a good time being with you guys. That's really why I do it. Again, I'm here for you all. If you enjoyed this, if you're willing to help me out with trying to upgrade my equipment, consider becoming a member. Members get their own little chat channel in my Discord if you join. If you're a hoplite or a captain, you get to see all of my videos before the almost all of them, 99% of them before they're released to the public. Some I just do like right away, but you get them a day, maybe 2, maybe 3 before everyone else. Early access. Captains get exclusive videos made just for them that will never be released publicly, including where all the presents were from the mini game. Although no, I really thought to everybody who's a member. There's also a thanks button at the bottom if you feel like that, feel like donating. But nothing like a nuclear explosion to end your night. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't love contaminating an entire continent? So yeah, thank you. For those who've never made it, I hope it was fun. I hope it was enjoyable. We'll try and do it again. And you know we got to do our sign off. Hang on. Hold on. You know how we do it. Those of you who are long timers, you know what's coming. And I got a good one for you this time. I think. Oh, did I find... Where did it go? Uh-oh. Is it this one? Here it goes. Ready? Ready? How do I turn this up? Oh, it has words. That's how we end it when you hear the ridiculous music. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. It's been a pleasure. You're beautiful human beings. I love you all. Have a great weekend. I am Leonidas, and I will see you again soon.